I'm just trying YouTube live streaming today. Never done this before, so trying to understand how things work. So yeah, the main topic for today is like, how do I learn things? So this has been a big topic recently when I was talking with people that I know. I often notice the problem that that it's hard to come to this point of solving problems, and first of all, identifying the problem and how to solve it is also not really understood. So I just thought maybe at least I can show my approach on how I kind of learn new things. And even if I don't know, like, how do I go from one step to other, so that in the end I understand what it is about and how can I gain more information on it so that I have a clear idea on the topic. So hopefully this explains or maybe helps others to at least go further. I'm not saying that my approach is like the most effective and efficient one. So if you know better approaches, feel free to write to me. So I'll just try to share my screen. So I also have a topic selected today, which I at least maybe have no clue about. So recently I'm going through this Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research. So this is one of the institute where in the past year I also tried to applied for a few roles and got rejected. And recently they also have a new role, which I also find it interesting. So let me go through it. So sorry, it's in German. So this is like climate impact data analyst role, which I find really interesting, and it also kind of matches with my profile. So let me go through it. So at least maybe the first process is like, okay, what they are looking for. So the role is funded like until end of September. So this is like a salary group. So this is all the research institute come under like public service. So there are like some groups, and each group has like many steps, like based on your experience, because when you belong to group 13, based on year of experience you'll get the appropriate salary. So it's not like, so it's everything is fixed. So while going through this job application, so I also need to write a cover letter, and also send my CV and also submit some of the references that they ask. So I came to So when I was looking at the key responsibilities, I didn't understand what this localized project is. And in the second line, you can see like they wanted to develop a tool named Localized Climate Action Strategizer. So mainly you can understand what they're trying to do from the words here. Like they are trying to implement some climate action strategies in the localized areas. So it could be like your region, or it could be like Berlin, your city, where yeah, it could be local. It's not like you're applying for the whole world. You're starting locally and then maybe democratizing it globally later once it works out. So it's like a sample experiment in the. So they are also like evaluating existing models and theories. And so sectoral emission modeling. So I mean, once again, you can kind of understand a lot from the words, like I'm assuming from sectoral emission modeling. So there are like different sectors, and different sectors are creating different emissions, and we need to somehow create a mathematical model on how different sectors kind of emit, let's say, carbon dioxide or whatever it might be, which is like causing the extreme climate changes, either temporarily or in the long term. So this is just like going through the words and trying to understand things. This is kind of most of the things are I mean, at least it gives you an overview on what it is about. I mean, that's what the language is for, and that's what the words are for. So, but on the second hand, I don't know clearly what exactly they are doing. So this is just like a surface view or overview. And so yeah, so let's try to understand what localized climate action strategy is and what is this project localized, and let's go through a bit. So I was going through. So I just googled. Let me see. So yeah. So I just googled localized project.eu, and then maybe I can Google it once again. Localized project PIK, Potsdam Institute of. So you already see like there are many links. So this is the link from the institute, and this is the link from the link from the project. So if you go here, so it's like, oh wow, a lot of information. But you can start step by step. So it's always nice to start step by step. So they are like decarbonization pathways for local authorities, citizen, and businesses. So so they are providing some solutions like strategies to decarbonize, like to maybe to reduce emissions or to reduce carbon content. So they are not totally eradicating it, maybe. So for the local authorities, it could be anything like municipal offices, or it's maybe uh, um, waste management in the cities, or it could be anything. So it's also, so I also don't have a clear idea on it, but this is my understanding at least. So citizen, like maybe how, also not no clue. And the businesses is something, yeah, industries. So it can be like manufacturing industries or anything where they're using energy, so they just wanted to decarbonize these things. So if we go through a bit, here we see a definition on. So localized is a European funded research project which is developing end user products and services for local and regional administration. So the name localized makes sense. It is for local and regional administration, and their citizens as well as policy and business decision makers in a co-design process. So what are they doing? How are they doing it? So providing downscaled national decarbonization trajectories consistent with Europe net zero target, helping to upscale the definition and implementation of mitigation and adaptation measures at local level. So a lot of information to take in. First of all, providing downscaled national decarbonization trajectories. So they're kind of downscaling the emissions. So I'm not really sure. Let's see, downscaling means reducing something and reducing carbon, and they're kind of providing pathways to. So you see that this is not totally clear to me, but let's keep it this way. And from the second point, from understanding the words, it's like upscale the definition and implementation of mitigation and adaptation. So they just wanted to increase or implement more processes to mitigate and also adapt to the climate change at local level. So the localized project targets NUTS 3 administrative level for all Europe. So this is also one of the word I don't understand. So let's try to Google it. not regions or administrative units in member states of European Union. In Germany, this level corresponds to governmental regions known as Regierungsbezirke. Okay, now you can see like, okay, not three levels in Germany at least are regions which have a population like 150,000 to 800,000. So it's almost like maybe a city in Germany. I mean, I'm not clear on that, but at least we know not three regions have a population of this. Okay, at least we cleared that. So just Googling helps a lot. Let me quickly see. So I just wanted to have move my YouTube screen to other so that I can see clear things. So let's go back to this localized project. Yeah, cool. So, so this project is targeting regions in Germany at least. Maybe the definition of this changes from country to country. Maybe let's stick to Germany for now, which is like 150,000 to 800,000. Um, to help regions and their local administrations and business understand what options they have to identify. Okay, so they kind of help us with problem identification and also mitigate, like how can they mitigate impacts of climate change, how these can be implemented. So let's see. If I don't know the meaning of mitigate, I Google it once again. So mitigate. Okay, make something less severe, serious, or painful. Okay, so it's not totally eradicating it, but kind of using it less, let's say, in case of carbon. By doing so, the localized project is contributing to achieving the goals of European Green Deal and reducing it net greenhouse gases by at least 55% by 2030. Okay, cool. So mainly these goals are coming from the European Green Deal, as you can see. So they just wanted to create some strategies and pathways for regional administrations, businesses and citizens so that this target can be achieved. So here they have a link on find out more. Let's go and check it. So here they give once again more definition on what's it's all about. So the localized project is designed to close the information gap between national level decarbonization plans and local needs for planning and implementing energy transition plan. Okay, normally the plan comes from the national level or maybe the EU level, so it depends on what power does the government or EU has. So normally in some cases the EU designs some plans and they push all the countries in the European Union, like Germany, France, and all the rest of the countries to implement these plans. And they also monitor it. So each country should also monitor their trajectories in some sense. So I'm not totally sure on that, but it's kind of just giving an overview. We don't need to be really perfect on knowing these things for now. So yeah, so now it's kind of at least if we reflect back on where we started. So we started from the position where we don't know. I mean, at least we had a bit of idea on localized, just going by the word, but we don't know what are the what does it actually mean. So now we kind of validated it by just looking at their website and trying to read about it, and we got some feedback like, okay, this is what we understood, and it's still not clear on how they're actually doing it. So let's try to find out if we can get some material on so what exactly they mean by it. So maybe some examples on what could be the energy transition or adaptation technique that they created, or maybe it's totally new so that they don't have anything. So let's try to find out. It could be anything. To do so, it will create some user-friendly tools that enable local authorities, citizens, and businesses. Okay, experienced institutions. I'll go through on a bit quick. Objectives. So deliver understandable tools that transform localized data into decarbonization pathways by 2030. Ensure a tight co-creation process to turn data into knowledge for the project's main focus groups. So educate UU industries and businesses. Okay, this is all like some of the things that they need to do. But so where did they get the data? And I think one example would be really nice to even go deeper on this problem. So here at least they have like expected results, which is like, let's say if I wanted to apply for this job and maybe got selected, at least it's very clear what the expectations are. So, and remember, this project is funded for like 1 year. It doesn't matter whether people gonna do it or not by the end of this year, but it's kind of expectation. So it's not like you need to. It would be really good if they manage to meet these objectives, but sometimes it could also be that people could be overestimating what can be done. So anyway, it's out of the topic now. Okay, I think that's it for now. So I mean, I just wanted to make it clear on how one can navigate the unknown. So if you don't know about things, it's always like one Google step away, or one maybe ChatGPT step away, or Perplexity step away. So it's not the case like things just come, or things just come. It's just like you need to take it step by step and try to understand step by step. Then you have kind of have a clear idea on things. I mean, like I said, so most of the things are just one Google step away. So you don't need to be really self-critical that you don't know many things. I think at least now you have a chance on understanding new things. So just take this step of Googling. The main takeaway from this video that I wanted to tell you guys is like, it's okay to not know things. And it's okay not to not know the things perfectly, but at least it helps me to have an overview, like just by Googling. Let me know, and also let me know how you guys go about things. I think it's also really interesting to see how different people learn different things. Bye.